Compliance matters because regulators are watching. What may look like a harmless shortcut today can quickly turn into a serious FEMA and RBI violation tomorrow. What's happening recently? Regulators have noticed a growing practice among Indian companies. Instead of following the formal external commercial borrowing, or ECB route, some businesses are receiving foreign funds as export advances, using the money for working capital or operations, and then returning it within a year. Why this is a serious violation? Here's the problem. An export advance is not a loan. Using export advances as a substitute for overseas borrowing is a clear breach of FEMA and RBI regulations. Under FEMA rules, any foreign loan must follow the ECB framework. That means RBI registration, a valid loan registration number, or LRN, and strict end-use compliance. Export advances are strictly meant for supplying goods or services, not for general funding. ECB compliance requirements. Every ECB must be registered with the Reserve Bank of India. A loan registration number is mandatory before funds are drawn. Monthly ECB reporting is compulsory. Skipping these steps raises immediate regulatory red flags. Slide 6. Earlier, such practices often slipped through gray areas or delayed scrutiny. That is no longer the case. Today, the Indian government uses a multi-pronged approach. RBI, DGFT, customs authorities, and banks are all digitally interconnected. Foreign exchange data is analyzed using advanced analytics, and irregular transaction patterns are instantly flagged. Risks and consequences. The consequences can be severe. Companies may receive FEMA violation notices, face heavy penalties and compounding costs, and even experience banking scrutiny or account freezes. Beyond penalties, businesses risk suspension of export benefits, loss of regulatory credibility, and long-term damage to their reputation. What feels like a short-term shortcut often leads to long-term damage. There is a correct and compliant way to raise foreign funds. If you need overseas borrowing, use the ECB route, legally and transparently. If money is received as an export advance, it must be used only for the shipment or service it is meant for. Ensure all transactions are reported accurately and on time. Match the purpose of funds with supporting documentation every single time. Here's the golden rule under FEMA. The purpose of foreign funds must always match the documentation. Even if the money is returned later, a wrong purpose is still a violation. At FEMA Bead Advisors, Hyderabad, we help businesses stay compliant and protected. We provide end-to-end ECB structuring, RBI approvals, and ongoing monitoring. Our team reviews export advance documentation, conducts FEMA audits to identify risky transactions early, and offers advisory and representation in case of regulatory notices. Stay informed, stay compliant, and scale your global business safely and confidently. FEMA Bead Advisors, your trusted partner in FEMA and trade finance compliance.